After that, we'll regroup to hear from public safety leadership about operational measures taken to ensure public safety during the festival, and then time for more questions. And with that, I will turn it over to Mayor Adler.
It doesn't get much more exciting than to be in Austin, Texas, the second week in March. South by Southwest beginning again as it has for so long, and all of us gathered together in person. This is what Austin is all about. This is an event that really centers the culture and the ethos of what is Austin, Texas. And to much of the world, South by is for them what Austin is. It is their door into our city and into our community and our people. For the next 2 weeks, South by Southwest is the pulsing heart of Austin, Texas. It is the pulse of the music, of the ideas, of the creativity, of the art, of the innovation, of the entrepreneurship. This is a really important event to this city. It was heartbreaking and perhaps the most difficult decision that I had as mayor 2 years ago to cancel South by Southwest. That prospect was unforeseen and unimaginable at the time. The impact on our community, on our small businesses, on our restaurants, on our hospitality industry, the impact we knew canceling this event would have would be far-reaching, and little did we know the full extent of the impact of this virus. When we canceled South by Southwest in early March, first week of March in 2020, ours, I think, was perhaps the first big event to get pulled down as part of the pandemic. Within 10 days, it was something that was the norm, as cities followed our lead and did this same kind of thing across the country. It is only fitting that we really open back up this city in a grand way with South by Southwest. South by Southwest is where good ideas go to be real. South by Southwest is the World's Fair of good ideas. Real exciting to have this event, real exciting when you look at the lineup of people that are coming. We have a program, a Mayor's Track Civic I.O. that's bringing in, 25 mayors from around the country participating on panels, but making sure we take back to municipalities the good ideas to help solve social concerns in all of our cities. My good friend, the Secretary of Transportation, will be arriving here on the 16th. And my hope is that while he's here to speak on a panel, we can get him out to see some of the Project Connect locations where he can vision with us what it means to cap I-35, and as he moves in and out of an airport that is presently under a project to double its size. Exciting to have South by Southwest open again. This is who we are. Manager, Judge.
All right, so this is what my face looks like. All right, good morning. I'm Travis County Judge Andy Brown, and just very excited to be here today announcing that we are going to have South by Southwest. As the mayor noted 2 years ago, yesterday, I think my predecessor and the mayor and others made that hard decision to cancel it, and I'm so excited that hopefully I'll be able to go to it today. We've got the Health and Human Services Secretary coming. More importantly, Dolly Parton and Lizzo are coming. I'm currently trying to get Dolly Parton and Lizzo to understand why they should stop by 700 Lavaca and say hi, but nothing so far. So this weekend I participated in the It's My Park Day with my daughter and my son and my wife. That would be my whole family. And we helped spread mulch and pick up trash in our park by our house. And we did it without masks, and that was really a wonderful feeling. And we really were able to build community with our neighbors in a way that we haven't been able to do this whole time. Our collective efforts of the city, the county, everybody in this region have led us to this point where things are a little bit better with COVID right now. It's because we have all gotten vaccinated, we wore masks when we needed to, and as a result, we have frankly a lower death rate here in Travis County than any other county that I've seen in Texas, and much lower than the rate statewide. So I just want to thank everybody for all the hard work and collective sacrifice over the past few years. We've missed birthdays, we've rescheduled weddings and stayed home from going to church and other gatherings. And we did this to keep everybody safe. So now we're very eager to enjoy the festivities, enjoy going to local businesses, trying to get a table while everybody is here from South by at local restaurants. And we're super eager to celebrate the artists and the venues that make the spring festival season fun. And everybody here today wants you to do that. And they want us all to continue doing our part to keep the community safe. And as a lot of you know, the CDC updated their guidelines, and that's really exciting news for all of us. But to help ensure that we can keep our COVID numbers low throughout the summer and as low for as long as possible, we're asking that locals and visitors alike get vaccinated, get boosted, and wear masks while participating in the indoor festival portions until the end of this month, following the handy chart that Dr. Walks and APH have put together. So that's sort of the guide that we're asking people to follow. Our community serves as the regional hub for Central Texas hospitals, for the Central Texas hospital system. And we want to be able to host in-person events while also maintaining our community's healthcare resources. More than 70% of the Austin-Travis County community has been vaccinated, and that helps a ton. And so we're asking folks to wear a mask for 2 more weeks under the guidance of Dr. Walks, and also, most importantly, get vaccinated, get boosted. Today marks the beginning of our path forward, living with the virus while also being able to gather and celebrate the experiences and culture that make our community special is what this is all about. So let's take care of each other and be safe, and I'll turn it over to City Manager Cronk. Thank you.
Well, today is really a great day, and I am humbled every day by the diligence, hard work, and sacrifice our community has done to keep each other safe. Over the last 2 years, we have seen the creative sector and special events industry adapt and modify operations to stream online content, to move outdoors, and innovate in ways that only strong, nimble small businesses can. Austin has been a leader in supporting the experience sector industry, working diligently to get events, venues, artists, and arts-based businesses back open and on the road to recovery. We've seen the industry support each other by connecting their voices and forming new organizations like the National Independent Venue Alliance and reopening every venue safely. Collectively, these groups organized to collaborate and raise awareness about the importance of our creative sector and what it needed to survive and thrive. And the City of Austin led the way and responded by dispersing over $26 million to the creative sector recovery. I'm incredibly proud of the departments who represent the Austin Center for Events. They have worked tirelessly alongside event organizers to navigate the constantly changing landscape of our pandemic. I know it's incredibly difficult to plan an event 6 months or a year ahead when you don't even know what the COVID numbers will be like in a week. So to the Austin Center for Events staff, thank you for trying to provide as much assurance and guidance to our community as you could. Thank you also to the event community and our dedicated event partners, including South by Southwest, for your patience, understanding, and support. We are so happy to be here, to welcome you back, and to have a safe spring festival season. I think we're now going to pause and happy to take questions for the mayor, the judge, or myself.
I'll go ahead and start off. We first just wanted to know what attendance is expected to be, especially compared to 2019. Is it not going to be as high as it was back then? What's attendance expected to be?
I think that's a question probably for the South by.
Yeah, and at the next portion of this press conference, we will have representatives, including from South by, who might be better able to answer that question.
Okay, great. I guess this would be more of a question for you guys then. What is the city doing to prepare for the increase in xylazine overdoses that we saw last week? Is the city stocking up on Narcan? What's the city doing to make sure that that doesn't become a bigger problem during South by?
Absolutely. These are obviously concerning events that have happened in recent days, but it's also important that we are collaborating across our community. And so at the next section of this conference, you'll be hearing from our mayor, from our public health officials, from others that are really engaged in the community to keep each other safe, and what efforts that we'll be doing specific to this event.
Pretty much no South by Southwest. So economically, what impact has that had in terms of dollars and in terms of exposure for the city? How have you all been able to quantify it?
Yeah, it has been hard to quantify. You know, we are still looking at some of the ways in which the entire pandemic has impacted our economy. We are fortunate to be in a community where we have recovered much more robustly than many other places across the country. So having the cancellation of events like South by certainly take its toll, but again, we have been able to see that through this pandemic and the way that it's hit our economy in much more significant ways than other places in the community. Do you want to speak to that, Mayor, please?
It's important to note that the economic benefit to Austin and South by Southwest is roughly the equivalent of having a Super Bowl in a city. And you know how competitive it is to get a Super Bowl in your city. We have a Super Bowl every year that South by is here. And it's like canceling that event for the last 2 years. It's been hard. And you can talk to the organizers. It's been hard for them to be able to hold on to the event. And last year's event, which had a virtual component to it, doesn't compare with an event where you can sit down in a club and listen to music. So as the manager said, it's taken a lot of assistance and help to carry forward and to help bring along the hospitality and entertainment and artists in our community. But just like our city being so strong goes into these things, one of the last cities, we're also one of the first cities and counties to come out. It's been devastating, but we're sure happy to have it back now.
Great. Well, thanks, everyone. We'll take a short break and then reconvene to hear from those departments about all the operational initiatives in order to maintain public safety for the SEP Festival. With that, I'll turn it back to Sarah Henry. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you guys.